Hey everyone, welcome back. Bobby again from Tuckasegee Fly Shop. Today we're going to go over some stuff that came out for 2024 from Fishpond, some new stuff. And it's not a lot, just a few items. It looks like a lot because I got a bunch of nets here. So there's one new net and then a new color on a net. So figured we'd show that, but I got other nets here to compare sizes so y'all can see the difference in the size and stuff. So we're going to do the nets first so we can get them out of the way. But before we get into it, hit that subscribe, hit that notification bell, check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and give us a call or email us if you ever got questions about anything else. So the brand new net is the Canyon net, which is this guy right here. And I actually really like the print on the handle here. I think that's kind of a cool look to it. It's got a little angled on the basket, which is different from Fishpond. Most of the time this is really rounded over, and it's got this little bit more of an angle here, which is, you know, neither here or there. I don't know if that really helps with anything, but it looks nice. I do like the handle. A lot of Fishpond nets, this is a straight handle, which means that it doesn't go up in size. I actually like that it gets a little fatter towards the end here because it actually gives your hand kind of a place to stop. So I really like it. It's got the rubber basket, as with every Fishpond net, which is important for the fish if you're doing catch and release. But I figured what I would do is hold it up against some of the ones that are already out there in the world so that you can kind of get an idea of the size of the basket and the length of the handle versus some of the other ones. So the next one I'll show you, this is a new color that they've got, which is called the salty camo. So I guess it's supposed to be kind of more of a lighter camo for that saltwater kind of turquoise blue colored water, but can be used in any water. So this is the regular hand net with the new color. So you can kind of see the hoop size there and the difference in the shape of the net. And also, if I put them back to back here, you'll see that the Canyon net is a little bit longer, maybe 3 inches, give or take a little bit there. So all in all, the regular hand net's got a bigger hoop, but this one's a smidge longer for those that need a little extra length when they're netting a fish. And I was going to hold it up against the mid-length net because this is probably one of the best-selling nets we got. It's the mid-length net, just to show you how much shorter it is. And if you use the measurement tool on here, it's quite a few. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's almost 7 inches shorter. So just to give you an idea of that, and then I'll put it up against the emerger net, which was the in-between between the hand net and the mid-length net, and is now another in-between. So you can see the difference in the basket there. The emerger net's definitely got a longer basket. Almost the same width on the basket, but again, you can see it's about 3 inches difference or so there on the length. So obviously Fishpond's got a lot of nets that cover a lot of different sizes of baskets and lengths. So, you know, pick the one that you like, and also the aesthetics of it that you like, because they come in all different prints and colors and all that good stuff. So that's kind of the nets, just to get them out of the way. Oh, let me tell you the price on the new Canyon net before I go any further. I forgot to mention that because it's the brand new net. It's $149.95 is what the new Canyon net is, and all the other nets have stayed the same price that they were years past. So the next one, which is kind of probably the coolest thing, is the Fishpond digital waterproof thermometer. It's actually called the River Keeper thermometer. It does go in Fahrenheit and in Celsius. It does give you 1/10 of a degree also. So if you really want to get down to the nuts and bolts of it, it'll give you that. It does have a replaceable battery, which I was actually going to show you kind of how easy it is to replace the battery, because I think we're going to get a lot of questions about that. It's probably easier to replace the battery than get it out of the package, but it's got a silicone cover on it. And we'll probably flash up some close-ups of this, but basically you just slide this off kind of like a tight sock, and on the back it's got where you can take a coin. They recommend a quarter, a US quarter, but I'm sure any coin just about that'll fit in the slot will work. Turn it open, and it's got I believe it's a CR2025 battery in it. So pretty simple to replace, and it's really accurate. I checked it against the thermostat here at the shop, and it was, you know, this gives me 1/10 of degrees where the thermostat didn't. So it was the same temperature, and I think like a couple 1/10 of a degree above it. So it's like, I think it's actually pretty accurate if you're basing it on an actual HVAC thermostat. So hasn't been water tested. Like, we've actually got this, it's supposed to be waterproof, all that good stuff. So I actually haven't used this on the river, but it is something that we plan on trying out. To turn it on and off, you basically hold the button down, and it takes a second, and it'll turn on, and it'll give you the reading, which it's saying it's going down. Let's saying it's 69 right now, 0.8, and then to turn it off, you hold it down, and it'll turn off. So it's one of those things that you don't have to leave it in the water for a minute or so like you do on like a mercury thermometer. Not that they put mercury in them anymore, but that you usually have to hold down there for 60 seconds so to get out. This one's actually going to give you a closer real-time reading. It'll take a few seconds, but anyways, that's the new Riverkeeper digital thermometer. And then the other thing, something that was super popular last year, was the fly pucks that we got in. So they came out with 2 new fly pucks, a couple different colors, if you will. So this is the original one, and I wanted to get this one just so you guys could see the difference in the shallow, because they came out with a shallow version, and the orange color is a little different than the other orange color. It's actually a little more see-through, if you ask me. But same idea. They pop open like they always have. If I can get this thing to close back, the packaging kind of gets in the way. And then they also lock together like they always have, so you can lock them together and pop them apart, which is easier said than done because they stick together good. But it's a great way to hold whatever you need to hold, whether it's indicators or flies or split shot or whatever you're thinking. But it's probably hard to see from this camera view. You can see this one's maybe less than a 1/4 inch shallower. So if you need it to be shallower, I'm not really sure why they made a shallow one, but they must have been requested for it. I have a feeling people said this would be awesome if it was a little thinner. So there's a reason they did it. I just don't know that reason, so sorry. So that's the shallow version versus the original. And then they also have the magnetic one, which is the mag pad in it, which it's the same depth as the shallow version, but it has a magnet in it, which you probably already figured. So that's kind of cool, especially if you're carrying flies and you want to like have midges and they're spread out, a little easier to dig through. So having the magnet in there could be pretty beneficial for some of you out there, depending on what you're doing. So that's some of the new stuff from Fishpond, you know. So if you got any questions about it or want to touch it, feel it, see it, come by the store, check it out. Give us a call if you got questions about it. Happy to help. As always, thanks for watching.